Hey guys, it's me, Mark, here with William from Game Swappers, here to do another live Retro Collecting 101. We're here outside the Gamestop in lovely Pomona, California, in the good part of Pomona, California, I assure you. I didn't bring my Kevlar vest with me, so I know I'm safe.
This is the bad part of Pomona.
Oh, well, now I'm going to have to go back in my car and get it. Here to do a live Retro Collecting 101, and you know what? It's about 10:45 at night, and we're here waiting till the GameStop opens at 5 p.m. And if you didn't hear...
5 a.m.
Oh, at 5 a.m. And if you didn't hear from William over at his Game Swappers account on Instagram, that's GAMESWAPPERS, the main message we want to convey to you guys is determination. And William, if you want to carry on to what I'm saying about determination, where the determination lies for you to actually get these certain items that you actually crave and you actually want to get this holiday season.
Well, it's just plain and simple. If you really want something, you go out and either stand in line or basically just stand in line or go out and look for it. As long as you're not risking your life for it, then you should be okay. You know, it's okay, but like I said, it's just all determination. And this all this started because people got mad at us because we got a bunch of NES minis, and people are wondering why we got so many of them. And well, this is why. Like Mark said, it's 10:45 in the morning. The store does not.
Evening.
Huh?
In the evening.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, 10:45 p.m. I'm sorry.
10:45 a.m. and we're waiting.
I need sleep. Like I said, 10:45 p.m.
Yeah.
And the store does not open till 5 in the morning.
Yeah.
And we're determined. We're here to get. Me personally, I'm here to get the new Nintendo 3DS for myself.
Yeah.
And I want to get some of these Funko mystery boxes and whatever else they have.
Yeah.
What are you here for, Mark?
I'm also here for the 3DS and whatever else sales I can find. I myself wasn't able to go online and see what they had readily available, simply because the websites and all websites on this Black Friday are just simply too overloaded. It's just there's way too much digital traffic going on right now, and it's just way too hard for me to actually go and hope I find something and then come here to hope then I have a line saved. I mean, I have a space in line saved for me.
I can't even get nothing. I think the only thing I got today was the vinyl that I wanted from Limited Run Games. Mm-hmm. It's been a vinyl that I've been wanting for months and months. And 9 o'clock, 9 o'clock tonight there was the opening. I was refreshing at 8:59, refreshing, and I got what I wanted. Now it's on to the next project.
So was that the only Black Friday item besides anything you found at GameStop that you were looking after personally?
Well, no. I mean, like I said, whatever catches my eye, it's like I'll get it.
Okay.
Or whatever I can. Of course, I'm a store owner, so whatever I can find cheap and sell it at the store, then that's what we're here for.
Exactly.
So yeah.
Yeah. The only thing I was able to find on online that I actually went to actually look after was WWE.com actually had commemorative belts on sale, so I was actually able to get those. I was actually able to get a couple shirts cheap, and it was actually a good sale because all the titles were on reduced price plus another 25% off. So I had to capitalize because none of the belts are going to get that cheap, especially the super replica, the very, very similar look-alike belts, especially the one I particularly got. Before we get any further into the podcast, I want to actually get the commercials out of the way. That way we're all squared away with the commercial spots on the Retro Collecting 101 podcast. Hello, this is Mark Flores from the Mark F Podcast channel, here to let you know that this podcast episode is brought to you by Game Swappers. Come on down to Game Swappers, located at 4520 Holt Boulevard in Montclair, California, to buy, sell, and trade your current and retro video games from Nintendo Entertainment System to the PS4. Keep in mind that if you share any one of my podcast episodes through any form of social media, you'll get 10% off your entire purchase, or you'll get 10% more towards your retro game trade-ins. Follow Game Swappers on Instagram at GAMESWAPPERS. That's GAMESWAPPERS. Game Swappers. Buy, sell, and trade. And we're here back with the Retro Collecting 101 podcast. And Will, as you mentioned it before, you did mention that you actually were able to acquire a significant amount of NES classics during the release date, as was I during the same release date. I was with you at that Target at this unknown location. Let me ask you this, and this is just off the cuff here. Did you receive any social media backlash from that? Do you want to go into more detail than you did on the previous NES Classic podcast that we did earlier this week?
Of course I did. I mean, the first thing when I posted them, everybody said, scalper, scumbag reseller, asshole, the list goes on. And the funny thing about it was nobody took the time to actually listen. Well, those people that actually made those stupid comments, they didn't take the time to actually listen to the video. Mm-hmm. The video clearly states that none of these are for sale, that they were for all our employees, and that's it, plain and simple. Mm-hmm. And people still got mad, started calling us names, started saying, I'm going to unfollow you, this is the reason why my son can't get one. Mm-hmm. And then, to make it another point, I was able to get two more, I believe yesterday night. Yeah. And I even posted a video. I said, I'm going to put these out for our Thursday sale. Mm-hmm. They're going to be sold as retail. I'm not trying to make no money on these. They're going to be sold for retail. These are for people that couldn't get them. So I'm going to sell them for retail, which is $65. Mm-hmm. I had one person say that this is wrong. Why did you buy them if you didn't need them? Because I clearly put on the video, I don't need them, so I'm just going to sell them tomorrow for a retail price. Yeah. And when I told him, did you really listen to the video? He said, oh, no, I just muted it. So, I mean, it's really dumb. I mean, and I hate going back to this issue with the NES Classic. Yeah. I know it was a really desired piece, but if somebody really wanted it, they would go out and go get it. Or I'm sorry to interrupt you. Sorry. Oh, no. Not go out and get it. They would get up early and do what they can to get it. That's why you see a lot of people posting them. Oh, I picked this up. Oh, I got this. I got two of them, because they actually did the research, find what place has it, called the place, or drove down and went to place to place. They did what they had to do to get something because they really wanted it. And you know why? Because it's the key word that we're talking about, determination. Yeah, that's why. I'll go back to the previous tweet that I did on the official Twitter account of the Mark F Podcast channel at Mark F Podcast on Twitter. You'll see where the determination lies, whether it's with scalpers or with people that actually want the console. You know, those two groups of people actually share the same type of motivation, whether they want it that bad. That they'll stay a couple hours before opening time, and they'll actually go get the console, and receive tremendous amounts of backlash for it. And it's not their fault. It's just a matter of them waking up a lot earlier. I think Sugar Free said it best: "If you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready." Awesome. That's a good quote.
But it's just unfortunate too, because you're a legitimate businessman, and you have to deal with social media backlash, because social media is your forefront of your store. And it's unfortunate because then people assume personalities upon you, and then you, as the sole account holder of Game Swappers, have to rectify all that. And that's unfortunate, because it doesn't have to come all on you, because you essentially do not have to prove yourself. No, you could just say whatever and then let it be. I could have been like, F everybody, put them on eBay for like $250 or $300 and done that and F everybody. But no, I thought about my employees. That's what I did. Yeah. And I could have, same thing with the ones that I got yesterday. I could have said, F it, throw them on eBay, still got like another $200. But I said, no, I want
somebody else that couldn't get them to get them. And as a matter of fact, I even sold one of my personal ones.
Yeah.
I got rid of one of my personal ones today, too.
The one specifically for Retro Respect, you actually were able to sell at that same Gray Thursday or Gamesgiving that we're trying to coin.
That's right.
Gamesgiving. That's great. And you know what? That actually is an actual boot to some people that actually think that you're going to acquire these consoles and scalp them for the highest dollar. And that actually puts a lot of people to be quiet about the issue, and that's great. You know, let's go into Black Friday itself. When did you actually start? When was the first time you actually started going out and going on your own Black Friday adventures? What was the first item you sought after personally, looked out in the ad, and decided, you know what, I'm going to go out to this said store, camp out, and get a good deal on this item?
Honestly?
Yes.
Never. This is the first year.
Really?
I've never... I don't like Black Fridays. I don't like dealing with crowds.
Yeah.
But the reason why is because of the fact that I wasn't so determined to get something. Now that I am really determined and I really want to get something, I'm willing to come to a store early, you know, line up, and who cares if it looks stupid, but as long as get what we want. Yeah. You know?
Yeah.
But yeah, this is the first Black Friday that I actually were willing to stand into a line and wait for an item.
You know, the funny story goes with me. The first item that I actually bought from a Black Friday and actually stood in line out for is when during the media, you know, the media wars, iPod came out, and then everyone else tried to come out with their own music storage device players. I fell victim to the Microsoft Zune. and my Best Buy had a sale on their Microsoft Zunes, and I decided, you know what, I want a Zune, and I ended up getting a Microsoft Zune for like $99, not knowing that like 6 months later that their whole deal with Microsoft would soon be ending, and the whole Microsoft Zune with me was short lived. And after that, I think I ended up leaving that Black Friday with 2 items because I fell victim to it. I ended up buying like speakers for my car that I didn't even install. I still had in box in the Microsoft Zune. It was and that was pretty much and this is the second time that I'm waiting out here alongside with you at the Gamestop in off the intersection of Town and what's the cross street for this?
Oh, Town and Arrow.
Town and Arrow.
In Pomona.
In Pomona. No, that's completely fine. Yeah, definitely. So we're gonna have someone actually come over and let us know to have a happy Thanksgiving.
This is interesting.
No, it's no problem, miss. Oh. No problem.
I thought I was finally at home. But they wouldn't feed me Thanksgiving dinner.
Yeah.
I had to eat yogurt. And the clue was for them, I am hungry.
Yeah.
No response.
Yeah.
And the ham, the beans with the sour cream.
The whole 9.
They wouldn't share.
Yeah.
Just for fun, after I ate, plus the donuts, I was going to share with them.
Yeah.
I looked at less than 3 donuts, I could want to care. It's Christmas display. But I can't tell you all my locations, but
it's no problem.
It's not a thing.
Yeah.
And I decided to save it that way. So I go home, they're going to fool me and make me take the morning and give me medication, which would kill my ass. Then they're the worst ones are the friendliest ones yet.
Yeah.
I'm smarter than you. See?
Yeah.
And I did, when I was there today, doing my laundry and taking a shower, and all of this hard, well, it was harder because I took the medication last night.
Yeah.
Which means I didn't walk to Claremont. I'm too tired. But I'll walk down.
Yeah.
7-Eleven. No. I'm a suspect because I want breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And my friend's health. See, I can do a good imitation of Black Rock, which I really do. And if the church has said, Deborah, get a gun and defense, I'm sorry. I didn't, It's a ghost town.
Yeah.
My hometown pretty much is a fucking ghost town. Chinese, Vietnamese, Viet Cong, Korean,
Yeah.
and Japanese, and Mexicans.
Yeah.
I don't hate them. Really, I don't. Well, not really, I guess not. But why they chop down the trees in the park? They will fall. Dr. Christensen, Deborah Christensen Brown, is in Rose, the Rose Parade. They keep celebrating her funeral. I don't like that either.
Yeah.
Maybe the Rose Queen. Or maybe not. Maybe they'll finally let people keep their flowers on the garden so I can walk around and see flowers. But see, that's a Chinese, Vietnamese, Korean,
Yeah.
Japanese, and what Chinese? What else?
Yeah.
You say Chinese. They're not so bad if you just
Yeah.
know them. They got American brains. That's why I had to nail them, all of them, with an
Yeah.
explanation. Do my own kind of American defense. See, that's why the police, some of them will follow direct orders and they'll leave me alone. That's all it was good for. Arrest,
Yeah.
my family, Charlie Manson members at my home. Why do I fight so hard to live with you? In a bunk bedding.
Yeah.
They're decorated. Mahogany table in the kitchen. A living room, beautiful, elegant. Furniture from prophets before me, who lived before they are dead. The nice guys died. And I even mentioned that with the trailer, see? The man had a bolo knife, and the woman wouldn't feed me. Angelo had a bolo knife, big and strong, see? And then there's his wife, girlfriend, trying to put them together, Cupid family. That's popular with them. So they weren't attacked with a bolo knife. She's the one who failed me miserably. Dumb as she could be. We have nothing in common. Then there's Toad, the owner of the
Yeah.
I don't love him, I love his dog. I love Chief. Chief put his head into the wind. He kind of looks like you.
Yeah.
He goes, I've done it. They watched this. It's true love. I love Chief's the dog. He's a smart one. And I'm not kidding. If he doesn't like somebody, he's
Yeah.
soul trained. He'll grab his pillow and chew on it. Just right, just like a human being he is.
Yeah.
He is. He put his bed down for himself.
Okay.
He put it somewhere else.
Yeah.
And I want this chart, this smart dog. Because if he gets mad, he means it. If you
Yeah.
kill him, like a second flat, try to tell him. I told him tonight.
Yeah.
When the next time Toad thinks sex, even thinks she could read his mind, growl at him.
What was your name, my
Train him.
dear?
Huh?
What was your name?
Deborah Christensen Brown.
Deborah.
I'm on my way into danger, possibly.
Yeah.
The man that gave me the shoes,
Yeah.
he wants them back. You should see where I borrowed slippers with holes in them. I put a cigarette out with my big toe today.
Deborah,
Oh, but-
you're a sweetheart.
Hey, I know
And-
I am.
And
I'm popular, and it can be punishing when it comes to men. I told the officers,
Yeah.
Clemmer, worried about the next war.
Yeah.
With me as a source of husbands getting to and fighting against each other. It's
Yeah.
already happened.
Deborah,
Could happen again.
I want to wish you a happy Thanksgiving.
Should I go home?
Exactly. You know what?
I don't have one, but I'm in try for the man.
Oh, yeah.
They took his shoes. He'll never
Well, you
forgive
have
me.
to, he has to find those shoes.
If I'm gone, if I leave with you guys, he'll never find me. He'll never know. I
Oh.
want the shoes. The
Well,
cops will not recognize me.
Mainly, I'm
Where-
glad that you're staying warm.
The main thing is they won't mess with me.
Yeah.
Remember to always say the truth, be a diplomat. Say the truth without hurting their feelings. I wrote the book, Patton.
Yeah.
I wrote the first issue on Mad Magazine. They don't know it. They thought I was a dumb now.
Yeah.
Now you guys know I'm not dumb now.
I love my Man magazine, I'll tell you that. My dear, I wish you Godspeed on your journey.
Can you spare any money? Just
No,
in case I have to
I
buy.
don't, my dear. I'm sorry.
All right, that was the economy plan. Sorry
I
about
do
that.
enjoy the good tale,
I didn't
though.
think I was going to live, and I wanted revenge for the future.
I wish I had something to spare, my dear, but
I don't blame you. Nobody has money.
it's all right.
Wait till you're in my boat, though. Then we'll really suffer. That's why you have a credit card that's got money back in it. Wait till there's no money in the credit card. Then don't be depressed. You both know me, and I love both of you dearly. You have no reason to be depressed when there's no money at all. This is another idea. I got kicked out physically
Yeah.
by the owner of Jack in the Box.
Yeah.
I was laughing a lot saying, no money, no reason to live. Nothing to work for.
Exactly.
That's all we have. That's all our trade is money.
Yeah.
And I'm a PR person, the queen, the Supreme Court judge,
Yeah.
the Godfather, the president, all of those. Any job that is missing. my shoes will feel it.
At least you have the shoes to
The
accompany
right
you on your
shoes.
journey.
So the cops won't evict me. I'm just a little Debbie Brown. A cop for the children.
I wish you the best, my dear.
Did I say a cop for the children? Yes, I am. I tell the parents, this is one time, finish our findings. Let me talk a lot. All right. The children, I tell them, you are the only one who's supposed to live along with the dogs and the cats and the birds.
Beautiful.
And if you pay attention and if you treat them right, maybe I'll think twice. All right. So now you got the golden life, which is wisdom. Walk under danger. If you hear me scream, come running.
I'll remember you the most, my dear.
I was like, I know you will. Do you work here?
No, I'm just waiting here for the good deals on Black Friday, my dear.
What's a good deal on Black Friday? Porno?
I'm trying. It's
You trying for porno?
No, not for porno. I don't need it.
I'm on film. Ask for that Sam Venture. Ask for Heartbreak Hotel. The movie's called Heartbreak Hotel.
I'll be sure to look it up.
That's the mistake I made in my love life. And there were comedians about it. He hasn't come home. And I called an officer to bring him home.
Yeah.
And not only that, I called him enough times. I said, what's this crime? I'm pregnant. Well, I guess he's a rapist. I gotta go.
Stay
now.
warm, my dear.
When he said that it said it was gay, and then now it was Sammy, Sam.
You're a natural comedian.
Oh, fireworks. Nice.
Fireworks? I hope it was.
Yeah, it was.
It was all you, my dear. Well, that was a very, very interesting couple of minutes here on the mark. And actually, the Retro Collecting 101 podcast, we actually had Debbie, and I'll keep her name anonymous if you guys didn't hear it. And she just came up to us. It's one of the local folk here. And it was really, I didn't pay attention to about 90% of what she was saying.
We got fireworks, though.
And it was fireworks live. But
Fireworks.
you know what? It's one of the things we're going to experience here on the Retro Collecting 101 podcast when we're here.
Determination.
Yeah, exactly. And when we're here, she was under the impression I was here for porn. I had to assure her, like, I don't need it. I don't need it, Debbie. She's a sweetheart. But anyway, let's go back to what we were saying here.
Oh, man.
So this is your first Black Friday hanging out in the wilderness.
With crazies and fireworks, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't expect fireworks on 4th of July. I expected turkey and a lot of food, but I didn't expect mortars to accompany with the fireworks.
Oh, man.
It was crazy. But William, I want to go ahead and close off this Retro Collecting 101 podcast, but I want to have you leave the audience with your final thought on what Black Friday shopping is. You know, it's like, what do you want people to leave off with on a positive note?
If you really want something, go and get it. And if you can't find it, it's okay. You know, there's always other avenues to get it. I mean, it's electronics, especially.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, if you can't find it now, just be patient. I tell people all the time, just be patient. You know, like, I have patience. I'm here. I'm gonna wait hours and hours. So, but yeah, just be patient, people. Patient, determination, and that's it.
Beautiful. I also want to leave with, I've been on the Jerry Springer tip for a long time, so I'll leave people with my final thought. Ladies and gentlemen, Black Friday, and I think Thanksgiving as a whole, shouldn't be the only time you specifically hang out with the large majority of your family. There's 364 days out of the year for you guys to hang out with your family.
365?
Well, I'm not including Thanksgiving.
Oh, okay.
So, make the most of it, guys. We're out here on Black Friday because we've already done that. But I, along with Will, probably share the same concept of thought where we think that there should be other days where where family should be on the forefront. Family is very important. And as long as you guys remember that, you guys will take care of yourself. And I'm going to close off here on the Retro Collecting 101 podcast to let you guys know to take care of yourself and each other. here on this Thanksgiving night, and we'll be here at the GameStop in Pomona off the corner of town and what was the intersection? Arrow. And we'll be here. If you guys want to have a conversation with us, let us know. We'll be recording interviews if you guys want as well. This is Mark Flores closing out with Retro Collecting 101. You guys have a good night.